Okay, are you guys ready for a story that will absolutely warm your hearts? Okay, so this is Ed Bombas being filmed by Samuel Weidenhofer. And Samuel is a TikToker who often goes viral for helping people. That's basically what his entire TikTok account is for. Now, less than a week ago, Sam confronted Ed at his job and filmed this now viral interaction.
Seeing if I could have help scanning this. Thank you. What was your name?
Ed.
I'm Sam.
Okay.
I actually had someone nominate you from this store and said you're very hardworking.
Well, I try to be.
May I ask how old you are?
I'm 88.
And still working?
Yes, I have to.
Why do you have to keep working?
Retired from General Motors in '99. In 2012, I went bankrupt and they took my pension away from me.
Oh my gosh. Do you have a wife?
She passed away 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
She was sick when I lost my pension.
So you've been struggling a bit?
A little bit.
You said that you lost your pension?
Yes, sir, I did. I was in the Army back in 66.
So you're a veteran too?
Yes. The thing that hurt me the most was my wife was real sick. And they, when they took the pension, they also took the health care coverage.
Yeah.
And all but $10,000 of my life insurance.
Oh my gosh.
So I sold the house, sold the property I had, and we made it through. My wife died 7 years ago. Since then, I've been trying to reestablish myself.
And you're working here how many days a week?
I work 5 days a week, 8 hours a day.
And you do that because you have to, or?
Yeah, I don't have enough income
What's your dream?
to live somewhat the life I was hoping for.
Like to share your story and try and, get people to help you retire.
Well, thank you.
Of course. You're amazing.
Now just wait.
I want to give you $400 here as a tip. Of course. You're amazing,
Thank you.
man. Of course.
I don't know what to say. It goes a long way to help me.
Give you a hug?
Yeah, thank you so much.
So that's the first video that went viral. And, even there at the end, he takes $400 and says, that'll do a lot to help me. And I promise the heartwarming part is coming to this story because this is not the end of the story, but rather the very, very beginning of this. Now, first of all, it just breaks my heart to watch not only a man who has been dealt an awful hand in a lot of regards, starting with General Motors, which I didn't even know that they were able to pull pensions like that. But then on top of that, you have the fact that he is a vet. And his wife was sick with cancer when the pension was pulled. There's so many levels to this that are just absolutely heartbreaking. But then you have Ed, at 88 years old, still working. Not complaining about it, just doing something about it. Even though he's been dealt a really, really awful card. And now he's working 5 days a week. I can't even fathom that. At 88. Never got the chance to properly retire. General Motors should be ashamed of how many Eds there are out there, which I did look into that further, and there is a whole horrible story there with just tens of thousands of people who lost their pensions when they went under. But now, obviously, General Motors is back. They were bailed out. But a lot of those people didn't ever get their pensions back, which is a heartbreaking whole other separate story. And everyone was like, what do you mean that can happen? And what do you mean General Motors is still going and is pretending like everything's fine when there are men like Ed out there? Which is a very fair question. Everyone should flood General Motors with messages as well. Every comment other than loving Ed was hating on GM. So obviously, between Ed's just sweet demeanor and his really tough story, this went absolutely viral. And that $400 quickly turned into so much more. Here is the GoFundMe as of right now. $1.9 million. It's
Well, not quite speechless.
It's one of the craziest GoFundMes I think I have ever seen. And frankly, I think it does actually break some records on GoFundMe as well, because this only happened in 4 days, I believe. It's absolutely incredible. Incredible, the power of community, the power of people seeing a need and meeting the need. This is why I love things like GoFundMe, because when done right, it can truly unify around someone and absolutely just completely transform their circumstances. With a quick $5 from someone else becomes 1.9 million when added all together. I love these moments because it's just the good of the internet. A happy story, a good story. It is so cool because even just sometimes the littlest things can make all the difference in the long run, which is also why I love taking Balance of Nature. Because with Balance of Nature's convenient blend of fruits and vegetables in easy to take little tiny capsules, I can ensure that I'm getting essential nutrients into my body every single day without all the hassle of prep work and meal planning. It's a little capsule, it's a little action, but again, it makes all the difference in the long run. It's an easy way to support my wellness goals while maintaining a busy lifestyle. Balance of Nature's whole health system supplements are incredibly versatile and easy to work with into your daily routine. If you prefer, you can even open up the little capsules like the fruits capsule and pour it into smoothies or oatmeal and sprinkle it over your meals. So really whatever works best for you and your lifestyle. And of course, my favorite part and what makes these supplements very special is that they're packed with 47 ingredients from 100% real whole fruits, vegetables, spices, and fibers. Now you guys know I love my Balance of Nature. I talk about them all the time in the show. They are a great supplement for me to be taking and just making sure that I am nourishing my body, especially right now because it's especially important that I keep nourishing my body. Now if you guys want to become new or existing customers, you can get 50% off the whole health system for life with this limited time offer. Just go to balanceofnature.com to claim the offer today. Just that little supplement within your diet can make a huge difference. Just like a little change can have this ripple effect on social media, which again, I'm obsessed with this story. I've been checking the GoFundMe every single day since I heard about the story, waiting for like, okay, what's gonna happen? How's this gonna wrap up so I can tell you guys in the comment section? But as of this weekend, Ed was finally presented with this news. Now, obviously, Ed is not chronically online. He's working, let alone is the fact that I bet he's not on TikTok. So he had no idea that what was in the works was way more than a couple $100. Again, 1.9 million. I can't even, and it's still growing. It's still growing. So much so also that Samuel, the guy who made this GoFundMe, he said that they were setting up a bank account for Ed. Like they had to do all these other legal things because it's so much money. Also, when this all first started really bubbling to the surface and going mega viral, all the different news outlets poured into this man's story to learn more about Ed, who he is, and why he has this GoFundMe that's currently going crazy. So here's just a little clip from that, which I just think is wholesome to, again, humanize this man further.
Ed Bombas was just heading to work on a normal morning, not knowing he's about to become a millionaire, all due to an act of kindness from strangers.
May I ask how old you are?
I'm 88.
And still working?
Yes, I have to.
Ed is a military veteran who retired from General Motors back in 1999 and says he lost his pension when the company went bankrupt. Soon after, his loving wife of more than 50 years got sick. And he's been working to pay off the medical debt left behind when Joan passed away, even selling their home.
So in addition to the GM stuff, he is paying off a massive medical debt. Here is Ed learning the news that his life has completely transformed and he no longer has to work. The video I was waiting for all weekend. All right, Ed meeting Sam again.
How are you doing?
Good. How have you been?
Oh, pretty good today.
Yeah? What did you do with that money I gave you?
Remember, the $400.
I still have it in my pocket.
He still has
I
it in
wasn't
his pocket.
sure this was a legitimate situation.
Again, I love this man. I just want to give him a hug. Oh my gosh. He said, I didn't know this was a legitimate situation, so like didn't even spend the money, still have the $400. Because yeah, someone randomly giving you $400 is pretty weird. And you're gonna ask like maybe some questions about that money, let alone what he's about to be given. If this probably won't seem legit to him at all, really probably for the rest of his life, because it's so mind-blowing. It's so insane. Here is Sam talking to him a little bit more about some things that he learned after first meeting Ed.
There was a few things you didn't tell me when you first met me about the amount of debt you're in.
Approximately $225,000, $30,000. The money all went to take care of my wife.
And you miss her?
Oh,
We have some support here for Mike.
Michael Fogarth,
okay.
appreciate you. If you want to move forward with this, what we want to be able to do is set up a trust for you and for your family.
He's probably like, a trust? I don't need a trust. Don't have the funds for a trust. Not yet, Ed, not yet.
I want to reveal that this is one of the largest individual fundraisers in GoFundMe history. If you want, you will be able to retire because we've raised you $1.77 million.
No.
Oh, his knees like almost gave out. I can't even fathom that. See, guys, the internet isn't all bad.
Cannot.
All the news was there, of course. And I love that. I'm glad that local news showed up and was like, hey, this is an inspiring story. Let's highlight this today. Good.
Send one message to your wife, what would it be?
Thank you, honey. I appreciate everything.
Oh, gosh. Okay. When reporters ask questions that you know is going to get the person to cry, it's not always necessary, okay? Anyways, gosh, I still can't get over that 1 point, and that was 1.7. Since that video, it's now up to 1.9, and it's still going to Ed. It's still going. The trust is growing. I mean, absolutely incredible. One person said, "This is the world I want to live in." Yes, this is what the internet needs to be used for. 100%, because that simple act of kindness just changed this man's and his family's life. I mean, I'm only assuming that a lot of that money will end up going to his children and his grandchildren. Absolutely incredible. And again, to be able to do this for a vet is extra special, and just, they deserve so much. And so many of them just do not get what they deserve and do not get the life they deserve after serving. So I love seeing this. Now to a story about how this country doesn't serve our elderly, vets, or sick properly. I mean, it did unfortunately highlight a lot of problems. A lot. But in the same breath, it highlighted a lot of good. And that's what I wanted to show with this story. Especially just in time for the holiday season, where there are places all over your local communities to be able to go out and help and spread joy. You truly never know what someone is going through. And just watching this story was just another reminder of that. So finding ways, big or small, to help could truly make a world of difference. So remember that this holiday season. Thank you so much for watching this episode of The Comment Section. If you want more episodes like this, please subscribe to this channel and like this video if you enjoyed it. Also, for other content, you can follow me on my personal Instagram and X, and make sure to follow our Comment Section Instagram page. Also, in case you guys have not yet heard, the Daily Wire's new 7-part series, The Pendragon Cycle, is finally coming to Daily Wire Plus on January 22nd. I'm already obsessed, guys. The show is incredible. The cast is absolutely phenomenal. Check out the trailer right now.
All of this is an illusion, an echo of a voice that has died. And soon that echo will cease.
They say that Merlin is mad. They say he was a king in David, the son of a princess of lost Atlantis. They say the future and the past are known to him, that the fire and the wind tell him their secrets, that the magic of the hill folk and druids come forth at his easy command. They say he slew hundreds, do you hear? That the world burned and trembled at his wrath.
The Merlin died long before you and I were born.
Merlin Emrys has returned to the land of the living.
Vortigern is gone. Rome is gone. The Saxon is here.
Saxon Hengist has assembled the greatest war host ever seen in the Island of the Mighty. And before the summer is through, he means to take the throne. And he will have it. If we are too busy squabbling amongst ourselves to take up arms against him, here is your hope. A king will arise to hold all Britain in his hand. A high king who will be the wonder of the world.
You. To a future of peace.
There'll be no peace in these lands till we are all dust.
Men of the Island of the Mighty, you stand together. You stand as Britons. You stand as one.
Great darkness is falling upon this land. These brothers are our only hope to stand against it.
Not our only hope.
They say Merlin slew 70 men with his own hands. At Cathay, he slew 500.
No man is capable of such a thing.
The mortal man.